Hi, welcome. My name is Philip Zamora. I am coming to you from Trusted Hearing Center here in Georgetown, Texas. You can contact us at 512-357-8000 or trustedhearingcenter.org. Today we're going to be looking at a Signia RIC product here. So the Signia RIC has a little bit of a different dome than some of the other manufacturers. And so when you're doing some of your cleaning, regular maintenance, if you do that at home yourself and not with your provider, here's a couple of things you want to know and how you want to clean that Signia RIC hearing aid. First of all, it's good to have some cleaning wipes that are specifically made for hearing aids, and so you want to stay away from any kind of alcohol products on the cleaning wipes. This is good to do at least once a week, just to make sure there's no earwax buildup. Just wiping them down, not necessarily changing the domes, but just wiping down the hearing aids. I like these cleaning wipes. Here we have some from MG Development and Unitron. When they roll out, they're pretty big, so you can wipe down both hearing aids if you needed to. So I always like to wipe down the entire hearing aid first, including the dome. Now this is a clean hearing aid with a clean dome, so there really isn't a lot of earwax or skin oil on there. When taking off the dome of the Signia hearing aid, you do want to know that it is a click dome, which is different from other manufacturers. And so when you do take it off, you want to kind of lift up the dome, and you'll see there's a white piece here, and I call that the neck, and that is where the dome sits on the receiver. And so when you do go to take it off, you want to put your fingernail right there in between the dome and the receiver where it connects, and you'll kind of pull off to the side. Okay. If you do have extra concha locks here or tails, you can take that off, and you'll just slide it off like that and replace it if you have new ones here. When you're putting it back on, you want to make sure that the tail is facing the opposite of the hearing aid, so it should look like this. And you want to make sure when you're putting a new one on to slide it all the way on as far as it can go. I always like to take the concha lock off and then clean the receiver and make sure there's no debris on the receiver itself here. The next step is going to be to replace the filter. I always say if it needs it. So if you look inside of the filter and you don't see anything inside of it and you haven't had any trouble hearing out of it, then it's okay to leave this filter inside. It's still okay, it's still working. If you do need to replace it, you'll use new filters, and they've changed up their new filters a little bit. They put it inside this case here, so they're no longer free in a baggie. And so you'll pull it out. For the filters, you'll have one new filter on this side, and the other side you'll have a little screw, and this is what you'll use to take off the old filter here. So you'll take that receiver, and you'll take the screw here, and you'll push and screw clockwise and then pull directly out here. So you want to push down hard and pull out. Okay. Now if you're in the office, we're going to vacuum out the receiver here if there's been any debris that's gone past the filter. Once you've done that, you'll twist it around and you'll put the new filter directly in. You'll push in, and the key to this is to push in and pull out sideways. If you pull out directly, it may come back out with this stick here. And so you want to make sure it stays in the receiver. Okay. The next thing to do, you want to get your brush Hopefully you were given one when you were first fit. And especially for the Signias, the first microphone is up here, front microphone. You see the little hole here. You want to take the brush, a couple of bristles, and you can actually push through to the other side. Okay. That ensures that you get any kind of skin oil or dead skin that may have been in there, and it pushes it through. The side that sits on the side of your head can get debris inside of it and block the microphone on that side, which is not going to be good for sound quality. The second thing to do, this back microphone here, you can gently take the brush and brush it off. Again, that's going to get skin oil and dead skin inside of it, debris. Once you've brushed that off, you can give it another good wipe. Again, the whole hearing aid if it's a safe wipe. Okay. Sometimes in the bottom, this receiver where the color is, you may get some skin debris, skin oil, and so you can brush that off too. Once you're done with that, we can take the concha lock and push it all the way here. Okay, see how it sits? And then we'll take the new dome. I always like to hold the receiver just like this. And then we'll take the centerpiece and we'll push it till we feel or hear a click. And we can lift it up and make sure that it is all the way on here. But for the Signias, you're going to feel or hear a click. If you don't, make sure that this concha lock is pushed all the way on and then try again. You want to feel or hear that click. It is a click dome. If it doesn't click, that means that it may not be secure, and that means that it may come off inside of your ear canal, and that's not something that we want. So that's going to be your regular maintenance for your Signia RIC product here. Some maintenance and of course some tips if you're going to change the domes yourself. I always suggest that you take it to your provider and let them do all this for you, because they'll probably put it in a dehumidifier. They'll probably vacuum out the microphones for you, and then of course they'll change the domes and make sure everything is secure. All right, well, thank you so much. If you have any questions, give us a call, 512-357-8000, or visit us at trustedhearingcenter.org.